Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
7:31, 16 degrees outside under a clear sky. Winds are calm. Nice morning out there on this Friday, Black Friday for many of you folks who want to go out and do some shopping today. Also, it's Loosen Your Belt Day today. You might want to let it out one notch after Thanksgiving dinner yesterday, depending on how you dived in. Did you, eat too much, take a nap, and get up and eat again? There's all sorts of scenarios there. But we hope you had yourself a great Thanksgiving, whatever you did with family and friends, and I hope that you had a great day. Now, that means 1 month from Christmas on this 25th day of Thanksgiving. Now, that can make you happy, or that can make you slightly stressed, or wonder where the money's coming from, or there's all kinds of things. But if we just take Christmas for what it is, we'll be fine.
There you go. Well said.
Yeah. All right. Volleyball, is that today? Huskers?
No, football
That's
today.
Tomorrow. Football today. That's right. I was doing voice tracks earlier, and I kind of got myself turned around on what day is which. So it's a big game today. Starts at 3 o'clock.
Yep, Nebraska, Iowa. Last game of the season for the Big Red. Let's see if we can ruin Iowa's season. That'd be great. So, kickoff at 3. We'll have the game for you live on KBBN 95.3 FM. 1 o'clock is when the pregame will start on the Huskers radio network. Now, you mentioned volleyball. Volleyball does play tonight.
Oh, they do.
Because of Nebraska football coverage, we won't be able to air the volleyball match. But they play Wisconsin tonight. Absolutely huge match tonight. So go Big Red. And then tomorrow, the volleyball team will play again in their regular season finale against Minnesota. And we will air that for you tomorrow night on KBBN 95.3 FM. Match time at 8, and coverage begins at 7:30. Because of Nebraska volleyball playing tomorrow night, for those of you who like to listen to the Little Stevens Underground Garage radio show, which usually airs on Saturday night, because of volleyball coverage, we'll move it to Sunday from 8 to 10.
All right. We're set. We're ready to go. Today on the Breakfast Show, we have guests coming in. We'll also be getting out and about. Chapin's Furniture would like you to know what they're doing for this Black Friday. And also, you're supposed to, you should all the time anyway, but tomorrow's designated as a small business shopping day. So shop your businesses in your own hometown on Saturday, but we recommend you do that today if you can. I know there's people out there who just love to shop and enjoy wide, vast selections. There's also people out there who prefer not to stand in line and, go through the hassle of parking and being pushed around in aisles and that sort of thing. It's your choice, but we highly recommend you to shop at home. And today we're going to find out what Chapin's has for you, and that's going to be a live radio broadcast along with the Facebook Live. And we're also going to be visiting with Subway and Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce today. They've got a big slate of events coming up they'd like to lay out for you here in honor of the holiday season. And I see also we have Nebraska State Bank coming in, and I imagine they'll show up here shortly. They usually come in early. And so that's all today on the Breakfast Show, plus a few other items of interest. If you're celebrating a birthday today, you're celebrating with Brad Parliament here in Custer County. Happy birthday, Brad. And notables that are celebrating birthdays today, Amy Grant, the Grammy-winning Christian singer, and has also had some crossover pop hits, including Baby Baby and I Will Remember You. She's also married to country star Vince Gill, and she's 62 today.
Wow.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut is a competitive eater.
Oh, yeah, the hot dog eating champion.
39 years old today. He has won the record dog eating contest, set records many times. Ranked first in the Major League Eating. Today, I guess he's going to eat cake, according to this article. But
wonderful.
I don't know if he's just going to eat it for fun, for enjoyment, or...
Have you ever watched they do it at Coney Island, right? Is it the 4th of July is when they have it, I think, the hot dog eating contest? Have you ever watched this on TV?
I can't watch it very long.
Man.
It's gross.
It's just gross.
Last but not least, Christina Applegate has celebrated her birthday today. She's 51.
Married with children.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. She also played Rachel's sister on Friends and is currently starring as Jen Harding on the Netflix series Dead to Me. She also got her own star recently on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Those are notable birthdays, but if you're celebrating a birthday today, along with Brad Parliament, happy birthday to you. No school lunch menus, of course, because the kids are taking the day off following Thanksgiving. So we'll play the game, see if we can give away a prize here this morning.
All right, here we go. The term Black Friday originated in what U.S. city? The term Black Friday originated in what U.S. city? Was it New York, Miami, Philadelphia, or Los Angeles? The term Black Friday originated in what U.S. city? New York, Miami, Philadelphia, or Los Angeles? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
GunSense in Mason City currently has a fresh selection of hard-to-get ammo, and while you're there, browse their selection of firearms for your fall-winter hunting needs. GunSense offers the most efficient system in the Sandhills for your suppressor ownership. You can even pair your suppressor with one of their night vision or thermal sights to own the night for your upcoming predator outings. Stop in and chat with John and the team so they may outfit your hunting and shooting season. Open Tuesday to Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 3. GunSense in Mason City.
We didn't get a call. That's not really surprising because I guess any one of those might be eligible.
Yeah. The answer was Philadelphia. Now, according to the Breakfast Show historian, Joan Burney, here's kind of an interesting information about this. Philadelphia was the first U.S. city to term it Black Friday. Police officers in Philadelphia were first to link Black Friday to the post-Thanksgiving period in the 1950s. Large crowds of tourists and shoppers came to the city the day after Thanksgiving for the Army-Navy football game, creating chaos, traffic jams, and shoplifting opportunities. Police officers in the city were not able to take the day off work and instead had to work long shifts to control the mess, coming the phrase Black Friday to refer to it.
A lot more history to that than you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Officials started the holiday shopping season, and a lot more history to it than just going shopping. It's also National Native American Heritage Day. It's kind of weird to me that's the day after Thanksgiving, but that's what they've designated that. Celebrating the cultures, traditions, and contributions of the indigenous people of America. Now, this is an interesting note here, Brent. National Day of Listening, celebrated on the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh.
After your drunk uncle blurted out all that juicy family gossip at the dinner last night, it's time to write it all down and document it. The National Day of Listening encourages families to record their history and stories for preservation. You might want to just skip what your drunk uncle had to say, and maybe like the story this morning that Grant had on the air about the schoolhouses that your parents and grandparents went to in the country. Boy, that was interesting.
It was very interesting. Well done and written.
Yeah.
Enjoyed listening to that.
And thanks to Tammy for working with Grant on that story at the Historical Museum. At one time, what'd they say, a schoolhouse for every 76 people, something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. And where was the school that your parents and grandparents attended? That's some family history you might want to document.
Now, you said it's the day of what? Listening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can we send that? Do the news networks know this today?
Doubtful.
Okay. I was going to say, that'd be great if everybody on a news network today practiced day of listening. Just when you have a guest on, just listen today.
Well, yeah, that would be good. That would be real
You know
good.
what I'm getting at, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see as much, though, Brent, of the... Yeah, they're still that way. I mean, no matter what network you watch, I shouldn't say no matter what, because there's still like CBS, NBC, and ABC that have the nightly news where they just give the news at 5:30
the
or
30-minute newscasts.
Yeah, those are
for the most part.
Those are still traditional. But if you have one that's more of a talk format, it's always loaded questions. So in other words, when they ask the question, they set it all up. It takes them about 5 minutes to ask the question, and they give the guest about 2 minutes to answer it. I agree with you. Also, a very important day, National Flossing Day, the day after Thanksgiving, because you probably stuck some pie between your teeth or something like that. Dentists recommend we floss every day. I don't know how many of you actually do that, but maybe after Thanksgiving would be a good day to do that. And as we mentioned, Small Business Saturday tomorrow. Please kind of honor that and do some shopping in your hometown or the town next to you that's similar size or smaller. We have so many great shops that we can drive to in our communities and really do unique Christmas shopping without going to those big box stores and, I don't know, buying a whole bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, much of the shopping that goes on are for items that people really don't need when it comes to Christmas, unless like clothes and things like that. Maybe a new fishing pole, of course.
Well, yeah.
But
that's a need, though.
Yeah, depends on your perspective, I guess.
Yes, it does.
All right, you're listening to The Breakfast Show, and we appreciate it. It's 7:43.
For Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, go to Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow. New sales will come and go today. Plus, save 20% off toys, gifts, and home decor. 10% savings will be marked off Lean & Tree box Christmas cards. Saturday, spend $35 on Naked Bee items and get a free Naked Bee gift worth $10. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
They're all the rage. Bardominiums, Schauses, whatever you call them. Ansley Lumber and Supply offers everything you need to construct your own pole building, post frame building, or barn. They have exclusive access to interactive visualizers, 3D designers, and a price estimator. This means you know what your project will look like and approximately what it will cost. The best part? The whole complete package can be dropped to your site with everything you need. Get your dream home started on Main Street in Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. Casey and I, KBBN Radio.
Right on time, 7:45. Nebraska State Bank is here. Stuart Fox is here. How you doing, Stuart?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you, Dave?
Betsy Smith, how are you doing?
I'm doing so great. Dave, how are you?
I don't think as good as you.
Actually, I have a really full stomach from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And, that helps everything.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. I just let the buckle out just one
extra
notch this morning.
Yeah.
I think everybody's wearing their big pants today.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday. This is Casual Friday Day for Nebraska State, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
So, well, we might talk about that real quick. This is a really cool program that you have at the bank that puts money together for benefits of things out here in the community, right?
Right. NSB has something called Jeans Friday. And what we do with Jeans Friday is all our employees get an opportunity to wear jeans on Friday. We pay $5 to be able to do that. And that money gets collected and eventually it gets sent to different philanthropic efforts throughout our communities. Things such as, Sam the police dog. So we gave a bunch of money for Sam. We've sponsored different things, like the Children's Christmas Fund. We've given money to that. Flood relief, fire relief, different nonprofit things. We just really love to be able to give back to our community, and this is just one way we do it. And the very cool thing is that it's just 100% employees. I mean, the bank just says, hey, we're giving you this opportunity, and the employees just took it from there.
Yeah, and I don't remember. Do you remember I think Rebel put together some facts as far as how much we'd given out, but it was tens of thousands of dollars over the last few years. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think usually around $5,000-6,000 a year.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, really neat.
Plus, I know you do other things as well. Brent, did you notice that their Santa caps are blue?
I did know that. Yes.
I wonder why that is.
I wonder.
Scratching my head with that one. That's kind of the Nebraska State color, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nebraska State Bank blue.
That's right.
Well, it is. Thanksgiving is a one day where we try to be thankful, but I don't know about you guys, but this past year, coming off of the pandemic and rolling into more normal times, I think we can be thankful all the rest of this year and next year. How do you feel about it, Stuart?
That's a great question. It is really neat to see things getting more back to normal, whatever the normal is going to be. I think we're still trying to figure that out, but I do think in our area of the country, things were probably always more normal than maybe other places, when you talk to people from the coasts and things. But it is exciting to be able to get back to more normalized. We had a full house yesterday, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody, So, I mean, those are neat things. Although I am grateful to have an empty house this morning.
Kind of works that way.
Love the family, but,
We all understand. We all understand. Brent was telling me this morning that he had a great time, but the grandkids ate the cherry pie before he got to it. So he's going to go find a cherry pie
I told
today.
my wife we're going to the store to get a cherry pie today.
Good old Mrs. Smith. Right?
Yes,
There you go.
absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Well, we've kind of bounced around a little bit as usual, but there's probably something you wanted to talk about today specifically. So
yeah, I think mainly why we're wearing the blue hats.
Yeah.
This is, I think, our third or fourth year doing this.
Yeah, it's our fourth year.
This is a fourth year. Wow. So it's crazy how fast that goes. But basically to promote shopping local and supporting the small businesses here in town. And so to kind of encourage people, we do have our Santa elves, or NSB elves, I should say, and they'll be out in the community in Broken Bow today. We'll also have opportunities in Callaway and Myrna as well, where our other branches are, but we'll be handing out some NSB bucks that are, I think we have about $2,000 to hand out today.
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Absolutely. The Santa elves will be out. Watch for the people in the blue Santa hats. They will be out. They have little NSB rewards, which can be used with any vendor here in Custer County. So, and the obvious goal is for us to make sure that people want to shop local here. We have some amazing places here, retail, restaurants. I mean, Custer County is, pretty awesome.
It
Actually,
is awesome.
In
We
that
were
regards.
talking earlier that, each town has really unique little shops to shop at, and then
Right.
restaurant, as you say, restaurants. Each community has something good to eat. Get in a car and do a little tour of just our area of our communities, and you'll find some things you won't find anywhere else.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think my wife's headed over to Sargent today. So
yeah.
I think there's a cool little store over there.
There is, yeah. House and yeah. So that's $2,000. So when they're out and about and they see that blue hat,
We, I think the way it typically works is we will approach, we will approach people and hand them
don't
some
even have
money.
to ask?
So maybe wave your arm. I don't know. How bad do you want it?
So you're representing a bank, and we don't have to fill out any.
And we're giving money
paperwork.
away. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Crazy. What?
Yeah, it's really great. The very first time we did this is one of my best memories. I know that we haven't done it that many years, but the first year we did it, it was so cool because we got like this beautiful blanket of snow, and it snowed the whole time that we were doing it, and it was so fitting, and people were so happy because they'd never even thought that this would happen in Broken Bow or in any of the other communities. So it's just been an amazing thing that we've been able to do for our community. And, you always, I think I've said this so many times when I've come to visit you for different reasons, but, you always get so much more when you give something to someone else. And I feel so privileged to work for Nebraska State Bank because that truly is a part of our mission. I mean, we live and breathe that. So
Absolutely. And I think the other part of our mission is we do want to keep our customers money safe. And so that was kind of the other piece that we did want to talk about today. And, and whether you bank with Nebraska State Bank or any of the other financial institutions, most of them, we do have a lot of similar products. And so when we talk about these things, if you don't bank with us, your bank probably offers some of these things. And so it is amazing how many safeguards there are out there because, with your debit cards, most people should have an app for their account, and you do have the ability to turn your debit card off. You can set spending limits. You can set area limits. I believe I was looking. You can actually turn it on so it has your location ID. So if your card gets used at a location that you're not at, so there's a lot of positive things out there that you can use to keep your money safe. You can also set up your debit cards into Apple Wallet, and I use an Apple phone. I think it's a Google Wallet maybe as well, and so you can use a virtual card when you're shopping online. We like I said, we want to promote shopping locally, but we do know people do buy online as well. And so if you do that, use that virtual card because then if that information gets stolen, it can't be used again.
Yeah, and Betsy, more and more when you are out shopping, there's you wave your card in front of an electric eye, and the transaction is done. You stick it into a machine, and it says leave your card in. And for guys my age are going, can we just use cash?
Yeah.
but there's less and less cash being exchanged, so we're using those cards more and more. Now you guys also have the cards that Kyle told us about that are available with your sports
Oh
team
yeah,
on it,
the
right?
mascot cards. Oh, those are so cool. Right now we just have mascot cards for Broken Bow and Selma Myrna and South Loop Bobcats. They are the coolest thing. I don't know. I have one, obviously, but it's just a way to show your school pride. When you go around and you flash your card or wherever, I mean, it just shows people, hey, I'm a member of this community and I'm proud of it. And the very cool thing about that is each card costs $10 to make. We create it right here in our community. And that full $10 goes straight to the school of your choice. So it goes, if it's a South Loop Bobcat mascot card, that'll go straight to that school. If it's a Broken Bow one, it goes straight to Broken Bow schools for them to use. So it's been a really fun project for our bank, and we really love having it and being able to provide it for our customers.
And those, like all your other methods of transaction are safe and easy to use, right?
Yeah, they all have the chip card with that. And Dave, you were talking about waving the phone or the card. I had to try that the other day. Because I knew we have that capability, but I've never used it myself. And what's really neat is most of the merchants in Broken Bow actually have that capability.
Yeah.
And I think I was at the grocery store the other day, and I had to have somebody help me.
It's okay.
Because I was just using my phone, and I think at the theater one day, I think it was our theater in Central City, and one of the guys comes in, and he was using his Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I had no idea you could do that. I mean, and even at the bank, sometimes we don't know all of the things that are available out there, but it's amazing, some of those technologies. But the main thing is to keep your money safe.
Yeah.
And to utilize those tools that we do offer.
And it's really, really important. It's important all times of the year, but super important now, when we're all trying to maybe give a little bit extra to our family and friends. And it's just really great. Some of the tools that I know Nebraska State Bank has, as well as other banks like Stuart mentioned, but, just the ability to monitor your money, to be able to shut your card on and off if you don't have your eyes on it, or if you see something crazy go across your NSB mobile app. I mean, the ability that we have now, technology has evolved so much that it's amazing. So I think it's our hope that everybody really utilizes every single tool that they can get their hands on to be able to keep their money safe.
And I would guess, too, this is an important time. Well, it's always an important time, but especially this time of year, keep a close eye on your statement, right?
Exactly.
Because lots of times these people that do that, they don't necessarily do a $500 buy. It'll be $5 here or $5 there, or something from Amazon for $20 that you didn't make.
Yeah.
And so it's important, right, to keep an eye on your statement.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the great thing about the online banking. If you go on there, a lot of people go on there, daily or multiple times a day, and they can see what's going through their account. Like I mentioned, you can set up alerts as well. And so when your card gets swiped somewhere, you get an alert immediately, and that way you can say, well, that's not me, and so you can call the bank. We've got an amazing fraud department with Candy Campbell and Kelsey Belts. I mean, they do an amazing job taking care of our customers and making sure that we help them protect their money.
And I don't think Kyle sleeps at night, personally. I think
He is a busy guy.
that's all. I think he's always thinking about security.
I think he has a lair somewhere,
Yes. I think he would actually love to have a lair.
I think so too. Well, I can tell you, around here I'm known kind of as the Jack Benny or Scrooge here, and I can tell you now, Stuart, this is how this worked for me the other day. I've never paid for a meal with my phone, and had a eye appointment in Hastings and was on the way home. So my son and I stopped to eat. Well, they laid down the receipt, and it had the little scan deal on it.
QR code.
And I said, I don't know how to pay this way, but I want to buy the meal. Well, it ended up that my son had to buy the meal because I couldn't make my phone work. So there's advantages to being, a little behind the curve.
Yeah, but I am still with you, Dave. It's still good old cash sometimes.
I like cash,
and so I know they talk about us going away from cash, but I don't see that ever happening completely, but I like to carry a little bit of cash.
Yeah, you might need it in a pinch, right?
Yeah.
And you can always help with that, too, at the bank. You still have cash there.
We do have cash, yes. Yes, we
All right.
keep a nice supply. So,
Well, it's going to be a fun. We're a month away from Christmas, so it's going to be a fun period. Now, how often are you going to go out with your blue hats? Is this the Black Friday, or we'll be doing some more of that?
It's just going to be today. So we're going to do it all on Black Friday. Yeah. So I think some years we've maybe done on Small Business Saturday, but there's more merchants that are open because not all of our merchants are open on Saturday, and so we just figure that we do it today, and then hopefully, like I say, encourage people to go back out and keep shopping local.
Now, will there be an expiration date on using this money
That's
that
a
people
great
might
question,
win?
Brent.
Okay.
Yes, there is an expiration. So you need to make sure and use these by December 31st.
Oh, good. That's
yeah,
a good idea.
Yeah. So yes, if you see one of us and we give you one of these gift certificates, spend your money. Spend it here locally. Spend it by New Year's.
Yeah, and the reason for that is we want to encourage people to spend the money. We don't want it sitting in their pocket. It doesn't help our merchants unless they spend it.
So that shows you how dedicated you guys are, because human nature, a lot of times, if you don't have that deadline on it, it'll sit there and it may not get used. You want them to spend the money that you give them.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, we definitely want it to get used. And the big part of that is we wanted to get the money out in the community to those merchants. Because, like I say, it doesn't do any good if it just sits in somebody's drawer.
Yeah. And we're talking $2,000 today.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think you guys are crazy, personally. But
Well, we know that.
no, it's crazy good. It's crazy good. Is there anything else you wanted to highlight before we...
No, I think those were the two main topics we wanted to talk about today.
I guess the other thing that we maybe talked about is just what we're going to have a parade float in the Festival of Lights on Monday night. So we just welcome anybody to participate or just to come and be a part of the festivities. I know that there's different clubs that have are I know the Optimists are doing some hot cocoa, and there's Santa and all these different floats. It's a magical time of the year for so many children and adults. And I think it's just special to be a part of it. So we just want everybody to come out and join the parade.
That's a good invitation. I think Stephanie might be in later to talk about the parade and the s'mores and all the other things that are going to be going on between now and Christmas, but it's going to be great. Again, we've been lucky the last few years. The weather's been really nice, and the forecast looks good for this Monday too. Makes a lot of difference. Although a little snow and cold doesn't hurt the spirits either, does it?
It's true.
For marching in the parade, we appreciate the little warmer weather.
Yes,
though.
yeah, exactly.
All right, our guest, Nebraska State Bank, here in Broken Bow, Myrna, and Callaway. Of course, you have the two facilities here in town. Real handy out east to drive through, and got to tell you, having experienced it, Brent, they got some good treats out there too.
They do, yeah. When we made our little swing around town and visited the drive-throughs at banks, I think we got coffee at Nebraska State Bank through the drawer. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And it was good coffee too.
And just to show you, we can go low on the breakfast show.
We're shameless.
Yeah,
that's right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. We're all pretty much used to buying everything online now, but Black Friday is a big deal for getting big deals. Consumer expert Katie Thomas.
People are still just really excited to get back out there. Again, you saw it in the most recent retail numbers. Both gas and restaurants were up compared to the prior month.
Elon Musk says suspended accounts can tweet again. CBS's Courtney Keeley.
Twitter's new owner says he's granting amnesty for suspended accounts, a move online safety experts say will lead to an increase in hate speech, harassment, and misinformation.
Musk did a very unscientific poll on Twitter asking if those accounts should be allowed back, and 72% said yes. You may want to mask up this holiday season. CS's Manuel Bojorquez.
Doctors are concerned holiday gatherings may accelerate a so-called triple-demic, a convergence of flu, RSV, and COVID cases.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacy Lynn.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. A teen led authorities on a Thanksgiving chase that lasted through 2 counties yesterday before crashing into a ditch. The Merritt County Sheriff's Office says a minivan was being pursued by authorities in Hamilton County before it entered Merritt County. They say the chase continued until the van entered the ditch on Prairie Island Road. The Sheriff's Office says a driver who was 15 years old ran from the vehicle but was later found at around 4:30 on Thanksgiving afternoon. Authorities say the teen was charged and released to a responsible party.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Kevin Wyatt.
Final score in Minneapolis as the Vikings beat the Patriots 33-26. Adam Thielen with a tie-breaking touchdown reception with 9:30 to go to give Minnesota the victory. Earlier action today included the Giants visiting the Cowboys. Dallas struggled early on as Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions in the first half, but they surged ahead in the second half behind 2 touchdown passes by Dak to win it 28-20. And the day got started off with an absolute thriller, back and forth between the Bills and Lions. Detroit tying it up on a 51-yard field goal, 23 seconds to go, but that was too much time for Josh Allen as he led Buffalo into field goal range, where Tyler Bass would win it on a 45-yarder, 28-25. In the college ranks, only one game on the schedule today, the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And the Rebels come up short, losing 24-22 after failing to convert a 2-point conversion with a minute and a half remaining.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 60, with temperatures falling to 48 throughout the afternoon. Staying clear overnight tonight with a low around 24. Still nice on Saturday, sunshine with our high of 57, northwest winds between 10 and 15, and gusting as high as 25. And partly cloudy skies throughout Saturday night with a low around 24. North winds around 15 and gusting as high as 30. Sunny and 47 on Sunday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
They grow up so fast, and soon enough they're off to college. But as time goes by, the cost of tuition continues to rise. You know that college is important, but the expenses may seem out of reach. Edward Jones can help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn. Let's work together to help you tackle growing college expenses. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Well, look for blue hats. That's all I have to say.
I would say, yeah.
You get out there, you see a blue hat, just kind of, hang around, and I bet you they'll come up and offer you some money. That's unreal.
Yeah, that's great promotion.
That's a good promotion. 20 degrees outside under a clear sky. Winds light out of the southwest, if there's any wind so far at all. Barometric pressures at 30.27 has been falling this morning. Humidity at 66%. High yesterday, 50, with an overnight low of 12. Sunset today at 5:13. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:39. And again, only 21/100ths precipitation all of this month. So be careful. It is very dry out there as you go out and do some hunting or whatever your outdoor activities are. Kind of remember that high grass, if there's any left out there, is going to be brittle. Harvest pretty much in the bin, I believe. There's maybe a few out there finishing up, but I think the harvest went pretty well with the weather we had.
Yeah.
That cold stretch didn't slow them down any. I'm not sure if you can slow down those big combines anymore, hardly at all. So they got done. Glad that it was a good harvest. Sounds like some fair yields out there, all things considered. Oh, let's see here. We need to talk about a couple of things.
Okay.
I'll jump. You want to talk about the Zorb Farms, and I can kind of highlight the Chuck for Buck information here. This is for Buck Murray. Now, you may have heard on Wednesday conversation we had with the organizers of a benefit for Chuck Murray, who suffered a side-by-side accident, and after that had a stroke. And he's got some rehab coming, probably a pretty good stent, so he's unable to work and so forth, has medical expenses until they get the insurance arranged the way it was explained to us, so needs a hand right now. And they're going to have some fun doing it Saturday night at the Municipal Building here in Broken Bow. I think they're starting about 6 o'clock. They're going to have a cornhole tournament. They're going to also give away some cash prizes with that tournament. And they're also having a silent auction. Raffle tickets will be sold for like a Green Mountain grill and Milwaukee drill set. They'll have a mystery prize valued at about $400. So you can buy tickets that night. You can get them ahead of time at Legends Restaurant here in Broken Bow, Acres in Broken Bow, and Bruning Bank. If you don't get them in advance, you can buy them before they have the drawings on Saturday night. And it's all taking place with food, free will donation for the food. They're having a bar available and the tickets, and just going to have a lot of fun and hopefully raise a lot of money for Buck Murray, who needs a little help right now. So that's starting at 6 o'clock on Saturday at the Broken Bow Municipal Building.
All right. Big weekend coming up at Zorb Farms. They're going to be doing their 10th annual Backyard Barn Christmas Boutique. Now, this will be tomorrow, Saturday, November 26th, and again Sunday, November 27th. So on the weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, it'll be open 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. both days. It is at Zorb Farms. If you're not familiar with where they're located, just right off the highway, 7 miles east of Mason City, 2 miles west of Litchfield. If you would like some more information about the event, you can call 308-870-0436. Expecting over 60 vendors at this year's event, a variety of items for gifts and decor. Food vendors will be on site as well. Free will donation cookies and coffee provided by the Impact Youth Group. Also, raffles will be going on from each vendor, with the proceeds going to the Homeward Trail Bible Camp there just outside Mason City. So head on out to Zorb Farms, 7 miles east of Mason City, 2 miles west of Litchfield. It's their 10th annual Backyard Barn Christmas Boutique. It'll be tomorrow and Sunday from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. both days.
And a good morning to Michael and Mary Ann, who have dropped off some messages on our chat box this morning. Happy Thanksgiving belated to you, and happy holiday season. Thanks for listening and leaving those notes. I want to talk a little bit about Whiskey Barrel now that we're in full steam ahead on the holiday mode and got past the Thanksgiving holiday. You probably maybe had a little bubbly with your Thanksgiving dinner. And maybe depleted your supply. If that is the case, the Whiskey Barrel is ready to refill your supply and get you ready for the rest of the holiday season. And they encourage you to stop in and take a look around. They have many specialty wines and bubblies for those kinds of occasions, and they're priced fairly. And that's one of the things we want to highlight every time we talk about the Whiskey Barrel is don't worry about the prices being too high, because they find the medium that they need to make a little money. They know what their competition's doing, and you'll find it well displayed and ready for you to purchase at a fair price. No glitzy specials there, just everyday fair prices at the Whiskey Barrel. And on behalf of Stan, they want to wish you a happy holiday season. And if you need some spirits, stop into the store. They're open 7 days a week, a little shorter days on Sunday, but still there for you each and every day on East Highway 2, right across from Gateway Motors, right between Subway and Vet Care on the south side of the highway, Highway 2, right near the First Avenue stoplight.
All right. Here's a job opportunity for you. Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as an infant toddler teacher center specialist. It's a 40 hours per week year-round position in Broken Bow. Great starting wage, great benefits. Person would be responsible for center coordination, supervision, and teaching. As a result, you must have a Child Development Associate Certificate, an associate's or bachelor's degree in early childhood education, and would prefer someone with experience working with infants and toddlers, income-qualifying families, and past supervisory experience. To find out more, you can contact CNCAP Human Resource Department at 308-745-0780, extension 0, or you can apply online by going to their website, which is centralnebraskacap.com.
When I grow up, I'll become station manager. Then I'll fire Dave and Brent and get this place together.
This week, save $130 on the HP LaserJet Pro 4101 FDWE printer. This laser printer is perfect for small businesses, delivering maximum productivity with blazing fast print speed for up to 10 users. And right now at Staples, save even more when you bundle an HP printer, PC, and monitor. The latest tech solutions are at Staples, the working and learning store. Offer good in-store and online. Ends 11/26.
Sail with American Queen Voyages, where history comes alive and discovery runs deep. Enriching adventures await in North America's mighty rivers, Great Lakes, oceans, and expeditions to the wilds of Alaska. Visit American Queen Voyages at aqvoyages.com, cruising North America now. Call 844-744-0794 or contact your travel professional. American Queen Voyages. Discovery runs deep.
It is 8:19 in the studio at this time. Stephanie is here from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. They like you, Stephanie. They like you here. And the studio audience is just nuts about you.
Wow, that's awesome.
We brought some special people in after Thanksgiving to kind of get us boosted for the holidays.
You need a little bit of excitement because I know I'm still in a turkey coma. So it's a little wakey up for me still.
Well, I can understand that, but boy, it's a month away from Christmas.
It is,
and I know the chamber has lots of things going on with the holidays now that Thanksgiving is past. And
yeah, we're really excited. I mean, we have so many of our retail stores that have great deals going on today and tomorrow and even Sunday and Monday, which is great. Big thing for us, though, is Festival of Lights, which Jeremy reminded me earlier this week that I had not officially asked you guys to be there. It's been kind of a show over at the chamber. So yeah, I'm excited to hear that you guys will be there for us for Festival of Lights, which is Monday.
Of course.
So we're really excited. We've got lots of floats that are coming, and Santa and Mrs. Claus and the reindeer will be out, so that you can pet the reindeer and take pictures of them, and have food out there. It's gonna be good. And I ordered good weather.
I think you got it.
So I think it's coming in. So I'm really excited about that too.
Now we'll have the fire pits and all of that again this year.
Yeah, Optimus will have the fire pits going. We have so they'll have s'mores. Bruning Bank will have the hot cocoa, and then the Historical Society will have hot cider and coffee for those of us caffeine freaks that can't go anywhere without a little coffee. That would be me. And then Third City Christian Church is going to have hot dogs for us. So kind of nice to have something a little different on the square.
Kids will like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we have Big and Little, Not So Big Dave. That will be the elves for Santa this year, and that'll be fun to see them all girded up and looking cute. So, yeah.
Now, for getting into, Betsy Smith was just here with Nebraska State Bank and was encouraging everybody because they're going to be having a float, and they'll go all out for that.
They always do.
But is there any pre-registration necessary for the parade?
There is, and we can probably take a few more registrations if you send something in to us through email so that we can have it in time. We definitely are going to need it early Monday morning so that we can get it over to Julie and she can get our lineup set up.
Yeah, the book, as they say, so they can be acknowledged when they come down the street.
Yes, at some point I'm going to have to actually go over there and watch what she does and learn from the master.
She's been doing a few parades over the last few years.
She has.
Yeah.
She has. She's kind of the guru of the parades. So
does a good job. Well, it's always fun, and you know that the night is. It's kind of it's a very special event. You know, parades are great, but lighted parades are a whole nother deal.
Oh yeah, I think it's just. Doug works for the University of Colorado, the Boulder campus, and once we moved here, the very first year, he took pictures of Festival of Lights and sent it to his coworkers, and they're like, do you live in a Hallmark movie? I mean, that's crazy. People actually do this. So I never considered it. It was one of those, I'm like, yeah, we have the Festival of Lights. It's beautiful. It's fun. We carol. We have the public caroling afterwards. It's a great event to do. And yeah, I didn't think about the fact that other small towns didn't do the same thing we did.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned the caroling. Is that through the Methodist Church? Is it
the United Methodist Choir, and also the high school choir will help us out with the caroling this year. They did that last year too.
Nice. And that's at the bandstand?
That's at the bandstand right after the parade. The mayor will have a few words, and then he'll, of course, flip the switch so that you see all of the beautiful lights on the square, and then we'll have some public caroling.
Nice.
Yeah.
They've been working, they might be done, but they were working on the park last week, getting everything set up for the displays. It's always fun to see them come on, and away you go.
And I know that Fox Theater, so this year the theme is Christmas at the Movies. And I spoke to Kyle earlier this week, and they're looking at putting up some type of a projector screen and showing some of those old, like Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the square as well.
Oh, gosh.
So I think that'll be, if they can get that all figured out and the logistics set up, that'll be a lot of fun too.
That will be. That'll be another great addition to the evening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as there's not too much wind or anything, it should be.
Yeah, should work.
Should be okay.
So the parade, the lighted parade, all those things around that on Monday, and then maybe we should talk a little bit about the Chamber Christmas Bucks as well. Is that?
Yes. So that actually starts this weekend.
Okay.
There are, I believe, 20 different locations that are doing the Christmas Bucks. You basically, when you make a purchase there, you sign the back of your receipt and put your phone number on it. Make sure we can read your signature. And then every Friday here at KCNI, we do a drawing for public affairs, and we get to draw names for the winners for those Christmas Bucks. So kind of a tradition nowadays.
It is. It's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited that happens too. It's always fun to give back to the community in that way as well.
All right.
And then we have the lighted up contest that's happening with Gibbons Electric and KCNI in the chamber. So that'll be going. Kind of excited.
I actually, most of you probably noticed that there were some lights already up on some houses and lit here in town. I haven't been out of town during the nighttime hours, but kind of even before Thanksgiving, they were firing up the lighted displays on their homes. And if you're out there and you're listening and you have a display you think you'd like to have looked at, it takes a picture and get entered, right?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
You can win some chamber bucks with it. Heck, do it.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about Black Friday, and then, of course, tomorrow, as you've noted, I think, it is the day we pay special attention to shopping local in our smaller businesses. I think we should do that all year long, and I know you do too, but we hope tomorrow's a big day for the area communities and their shops and so forth.
Yeah, our shops they need that special attention, and shopping local really helps everyone in the community. You've got to remember your neighbors, and take care of your neighbors just as well. And I think our community is really good about doing that. But the reminder, putting that reminder out there is always beneficial.
Yeah. So. And I don't know how you feel about shopping. I particularly am not in love with shopping. So if I'm going to go into a store, I like to go into a store that I know I'm going to visit with somebody I know who operates it, and or see somebody in there that I know, so that you can have a nice conversation rather than being pushed around in a box store somewhere and feeling like you're, part sheep.
Well, yeah. I mean, you go to Walmart and nobody's greeting you or asking you how your turkey was, or anything like that, or lasagna in your case.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, shopping small, you've got that you've got that sense of community.
Yeah.
And they do care, and they, you try something on, it doesn't quite fit. Somebody's going to bring you another item more than likely. It's just kind of nice.
Might even tell you, hey, I think this might look a little better than that.
Yeah. Or, or if they don't have it in stock, oftentimes you'll find that they can go online and do it. I know Bo Bootery does that for me all the time. Like, yeah, I really love those boots. Can I get them in black? And they'll look it up. They'll figure it out for me and give me more options. So that's something that people don't really always consider about shopping small, is that those small businesses, they're going to cater to you just a little more in that respect as well.
Yeah. And as you say, they can't carry everything that's available, but they can oftentimes get it for you. So,
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Steph?
Oh, I won't be here at 10. I am actually going to spend some time doing a little more baking today, so no public affairs today.
Okay.
But no, I think we do get to make an announcement about who our new board members are going to be for the 23 season. That announcement will come next week.
Okay.
So we have decided on it, but I really want to call those board members first. The voting tallies are in. So I'd rather them know before a big announcement is made.
Sure. Oh, boy, I bet you're going to scold me again, aren't you?
Did I scold? I did. I scolded a little bit.
You didn't scold. I love the way you did that. I don't think we've paid our chamber dues yet. And Stephanie, at the economic development meeting the other day, gave me the chamber sticker for 2023 that you put on your window, just as a little reminder.
Just it was a gentle nudge.
Yes, it was. It was well done.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Can I take you back take you to Monday again?
Sure.
I don't know if we gave any times as far as what kind of your when is Santa?
So Santa
meeting
will,
the kids?
He will appear on the city square at 4.
Okay.
So he'll be able to start seeing kiddos at 4 o'clock. The reindeer should be there right around there, 4:30. And then if you're in the parade or want to be in the parade, we'll start meeting at 5:30 over on D Street between the Custer Federal parking lot and the courthouse, and that's where Julie will line us up. 6 o'clock is when the parade will kick off, and then as soon as the parade is over, depending on how many floats we have, that's when the mayor will have his speech and the caroling will begin.
Super.
All right. Good question.
Thanks.
Yeah. You've been sitting over there in your own little food coma.
Well,
not really.
I was just taking it all in, and then Grandpa started thinking, I'm like, well, when do I need to have the grandkids there to meet Santa? So,
see,
yeah,
good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
should be nice and warm.
That'll be a great night.
Yeah.
Last year's event was just phenomenal.
It
Was that the most floats you had?
Yeah.
In the parade.
Yeah,
last
it was
year?
the most floats we'd had. I think we have up to 15 entries right now.
Wow, that's good.
That's really good for the lighted parade.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And so the kids always like that. The chamber, that was the first time we'd ever been in the parade ourselves, and we were out of candy after the first block.
Whoops.
We got to that first corner, and
It was
there
a
was
huge crowd.
Oh yeah, there was. I think they were 10 back on either side.
Yeah.
It was actually a little scary when you were on the float. You felt, definitely pinned in there. But it was awesome. So I'm really hoping so. We've got a lot of good things going on out there, and I'd love to see a big crowd.
Yeah, I bet you will. And if you're out there kind of on the fence as far as putting a float in, get your registration in by early Monday.
Yes.
And how do they do that?
So you can call and leave a message. We are not there today. I did give Harley the day off. So phone number is 872-5691. You could send us an email at info@brokenbow-ne.com. Yeah, either way. There are float registrations out there. If you don't have a float registration, you could just send the email and say what you're putting in the parade, if it's going to be a float, if it's going to be horses, if you're just wanting to walk in it. and then what organization you are, and any type of description that you want Casey and I obviously to announce.
And Monday morning, what time do you open? At 9?
We open at 9. I'm honestly usually there by 8.
Oh.
so I start answering the phones as soon as I get there. So.
All right, so if somebody doesn't get it done and wants to get in on Monday, they can stop by at 9 or give you a call before 9 or around that time.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
They can always leave a message, too.
All right.
They think about it on Saturday and,
just let you know.
Just leave a message.
So Julie has the info.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
We'll take a time out with these words on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Celebrate the Thanksgiving season with savings through November 27th at the Grocery Cart. Bone-in Best Choice Spiral Cut Half Hams are $2.48 a pound. And save on Frick's Bone-in Half Ham portions, also $2.48. Best Choice Cream Cheeses are 3 for $5. And for your desserts, Cool Whip Frozen Topping is 2 for $3. GK's Homemade Pork Sausage is $3.68 a pound, and Quick and Delicious Village Pie Maker Pies are $12.98 each. Last but not least, yams, 68 cents a pound. Grocery Cart, shop and save through Sunday the 27th on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Hey everyone, this is Rod, the Iron Man. Myers Iron and Salvage and Roll-Offs buys all types of salvage metal Monday through Friday from 8 till 6. Stop and see us soon on the west side of the Custer Transfer Station or call me for details at 308-880-0309. Need to rent a roll-off to clean up your project? We have 3 sizes we'll deliver and haul away. Myers Iron Salvage and Roll-Offs in Broken Bow.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, or Anselmo debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Recover your health. If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
The Secret Garden is a secret that just can't be kept. This Saturday is Small Business Saturday, and they'll be open from 8:30 until 4:30 with savings of 15% marked on Secret Garden decor. The Secret Garden is also going to be open every day in December for your holiday shopping. John 1, verse 29 says, "Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
8:37. Christy and Jeremy are getting set up at Chapin's in Broken Bow downtown, and they'll be on the air here shortly on the radio, and you'll also be able to see what they're describing on Facebook Live on Sandhills Express as well. So we have a couple things we want to talk about. This one's a little tough, but we need to be talking about it, and this is something about mental stress out there for us this time of year. For folks during the holidays, it's a happy time of year for many folks. For other folks, it can be a tough time of year. And unfortunately, and I hate to be very frank about this, unfortunately, across the country during the holiday season, self-inflicted wounds and suicide rise, which is just a fact. And there's a group of people here in Custer County that want to do something about it here and give you the tools to address those situations, whether it be you or somebody that you love and care about who might be struggling. And Brent has the information on that.
Yeah, a website has been created as a resource of mental health providers in Custer County. And here is the website. It's mhpcc.org. You do not need to struggle alone. Mental illness affects 19% of the adult population, 46% of teenagers, and 13% of children each year. Only half of those affected receive treatment, often because of the stigma that can sometimes be attached to mental health. Untreated mental illness can contribute to higher medical expenses, poor performance at school and work, fewer employment opportunities, and increased risk of suicide. So again, we encourage you to check out this resource of mental health providers in Custer County. You can do so by going to mhpcc.org.
Thank you, Brent. Very important. We appreciate the folks' efforts there to make that available to our community. We're going to take another quick time out. We're going to check in and see if the guys are ready for a remote from Chapin's.
Celebrate the Thanksgiving season with a sale through the 29th this month at Gary Superfoods. Open Acres turkey breast, $1.89 a pound. 10-pound bags of Our Family Idaho russet potatoes are $3.99. For your casseroles, Campbell's cream of chicken or mushroom soups are 4 for $5. Delicious Marie Callender's pies are marked at 2 for $12. And don't forget the Cool Whip topping for $1.59 each. Nabisco Ritz and snack crackers are $2.99. Gary Superfoods, save on South B Street in Broken Bow.
Loop Basin Public Health Department wants to keep you and your family safe this winter. Protect yourself by staying up to date with your COVID vaccinations, including your booster dose. Getting a booster dose means you will increase your protection against severe disease and continue protecting your loved ones and community against COVID-19. Get vaccinated today by calling 308-346-5795 to book your appointment or check out their social media outlets for more COVID information. Loop Basin Public Health Department wishes you a safe and healthy winter.
Dave and Brent.
You two guys.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
20 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock, as we mentioned, the guys were setting up and gals setting up down at Chapin's. And now it's time to find out what you can shop for at Chapin's Furniture and Decorating and much, much more. Mm-hmm. Clothing and candles and spices and all the things that you might think about around Christmas are there. And here's Jeremy Shipe, and I imagine Lola and Connie to talk about it. So we'll send it to you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, and we're going to be talking about things in both of those sides, right, Lola?
Right, we sure are. Good morning. And we're really glad to have you guys come down because I want everybody to realize how beautiful our store looks. I just had somebody walk in, whatever day it was, Wednesday, and they said, "This looks like Winter Wonderland." And we said, well, that's what we had in mind. Yeah,
well, and what we should mention right off of the top are your sales. Let's mention those first, and then we'll kind of look
around. Right, the sales for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and even Monday, the sales go on because of the weekend. All of our Christmas decorations are 20% off. And as you can see, we have a wonderful selection from trees and candles and figurines and anything you might want. We've got that to offer. And then, excuse me, in Square One Boutique Corner, all of our sweaters and jackets are 20% off. So you can mix and match or do whatever because we've got another great selection there. Different sizes. We go from small to extra large 2X. So we're in good shape there as far as size goes. And of course, we love to help people choose something. You know, a lot of times we know who they're buying for. Mm-hmm. So we kind of have a feel for what they might like. So that's that's two of the things that are our special for the weekend. And then the other thing for our first 20, we call them guests or customers or whoever, we're offering we've got a free little gift for them, which is actually, it is some beer bread that came from one of our companies that's back in Iowa. And so we're doing that because that'll be a great snack for anybody, or chili soup or whatever you're having.
Yeah, for a winter day.
For a winter day. And I know we're going to have one about Tuesday, I think.
Is that when they're calling?
I think so.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, it looks like, as far as Square One Boutique right behind us here, kind of it made that transition to kind of the winter clothing sort of stuff.
Right. And, you know, some of my things came in very, very late. So I do have even just kind of a nice selection for people who might be going south for the winter, you know, so they don't need the heavy, heavy coat, but they're a little lighter weight, a little brighter colors. So I do have that even to offer, but a lot of sweaters. We've got turtlenecks, we've got knits, we've got long ones, we've got short ones, and then we also have a great selection of jackets. We've got jeans jackets, we've got we've got a pleather, it's not leather, but it's a vegan leather, I guess is the term now.
Okay.
Jackets, we've got just all sorts of that type of thing available too.
Well, it looks like there's all kinds of great patterns. Should we walk over here and look at a couple?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and it goes from, like these are just a little knit jacket, but they're so wonderful, especially a day like today. And this is from a company called Coco Y Club, but it's just the perfect weight for a day like today, you know, and a lot of people don't go. I always say if it's too cold, if you need that big heavy coat, then stay home, you know.
Sure.
I keep telling Christy that, but she doesn't. She just goes to work. But, you know, I mean, that's just one example. Here's a fun little jacket that's a leopard print.
Okay.
And, you know, it just goes on and on. I even count this as a jacket, and it really can be a jacket. It could be a dress if you wanted. Put some leggings under it, put a sweater under it just for cover. And then, but here's a gorgeous sweater that to me is so, so pretty. It would be wonderful for some gal that's going to, maybe works in an office or something, because it's very, you know, very professional, very. So we've got that kind of thing too. And as you can look across the walls, I have a red long quilted coat if somebody was so inclined. I've also got some plaids that are they are jackets, but they're lined, so they're a little bit warmer.
Sure.
All of those kinds of things. And sweaters, you can see just great colors that I've got. It's just,
well, and when there's a lot of colors on them, you can wear them with
You
more.
can wear them with everything. This little sweater here, you can wear it with purple, you can wear it with with rust, you can wear it with black, you could wear it with green if you wanted to. So all of those things. But we really do have a great selection. You can look up above and see the wonderful sweaters.
And folks, if you're listening and you want to check out some of these, of course you can come in, or you can kind of preview things on the video, which will be on the St. Hills Express Facebook page. We're live there right now. And we're at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, south side of the square in Broken Bow. Should we cruise over this way? Kind of look over at some of the holiday Christmas decor.
Well, when you just step in the door, Jeremy, and you can see just, you know, candles and figurines. These deer are beautiful. The Christmas tree, all of these flowers that are on this tree are available. You know, we just poked them in this little tree, but it really makes a pretty centerpiece or whatever. You know, a lot of people don't want a huge tree in their house because they don't have room or they're too much work.
Sure.
You know,
sure.
Let's face it. Lots and lots of things. And then we go on around. We've got a very nice selection of greenery. Sometimes people just want to take a sprig and stick it in a bowl of apples, you know, for that type of thing. Connie has done a wonderful job with display, but we're never hesitant to take something off of the display and sell it.
Well, sure.
Well, so anyway, that's kind of the, we do have a few things from our friend Barb Olson, Muddy Creek Primitives. If you can see this cute little girl sitting here with her Christmas tree, this little angel. And she's adorable. This is our friend Barb. She lives at Ansley, and she has this Muddy Creek Primitives.
Okay.
She does all of these herself, but beautiful. We've got some things there. But you just look around. Here are these trees that look like they're knit. And we also have birds and some other things that go with them, so it would make a great little centerpiece. Again, another centerpiece. Candles, a lot of candles. We do have the battery, the luminaire they're called Luminera is the brand.
Okay.
And they can be on a timer, they can be remote, so you don't, so then you can put them up on a shelf and you don't have to.
You don't have to worry about them.
Don't have to worry about them. So we've got that, and then if you just look to your left, another plethora of.
Yeah, kind of its own little area.
Its own, right. We just kind of like do things in there so that they're kind of together. They give people a sense of what they can do in their home.
Sure.
So you can see. These are really a cute gift for someone, maybe that's in a rest home or in a small apartment, and they've got little lights in them. So, and they're battery operated. So, they're just a nice gift. These guys are just hilarious, and they are actually they're a luminary. So you could put a candle in them and burn them.
Okay.
So, but I think they're hilarious, and we just laugh every time we move one around. But we've
they kind of got a crooked nose.
Oh
on
yeah,
them,
the poor thing. I know. I'm not gonna. I could say something, but I won't.
Well, and you mentioned when we got here recliners as well.
We need to be talking about our great selection of recliners. And they're all on sale up to 40% off. We have, as you can see, Jeremy, this is a big guy chair.
Yeah, that is a big guy chair.
This is a big guy chair. But we've got power. We have lift chairs. We have just regular, run the lever yourself.
Sure.
So you've got, as you can see, and we've got a great selection of colors, from brown to gray. And here's a lighter color should somebody want something a little bit lighter. And all across the wall, those are all power, and we've got several lift chairs, for someone that maybe is.
Yeah, they get you up in the air a little bit easier.
Right, they do help you stand, and I think there's even one of them over there, and I'm not even sure that it supposedly lays flat. So if you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and we have had requests for that too. So that's another. Really, we're really glad that we finally got some furniture and some chairs in because it was a long time coming.
Sure.
And as you can see across the wall, we have a lot of just great, fun wall art. And if you look, we've got the cow in the chair, and then we've got the longhorn in another chair, and those are very whimsical, but they're fun. And plus the little Highlander cow over there, the feathers. Here's another Highlander, and that seems to be a real trend right now.
Yeah, it does.
And so anyway, again, as I said, and the other thing, that we do offer is we have bedding, we have mattresses, and a great brand there that we've carried for probably 15 years. We've been associated with them. And we also, of course, we still do flooring, and we still do paint, and we still do Annie Sloan chalk paint.
Okay.
We're kind of a one-stop. The only thing we don't have is groceries.
Sure.
Yeah. But, we've talked about that, too.
Yeah, a couple loaves of bread or some milk or something.
A little milk, But, but when you just look around, and I know Christy's doing a great job of just kind of panning the... But like I said, we've got just a great selection. All the Christmas decor, 20% off. And the jackets and sweaters in the Square One Boutique are also 21% or 20% off. And as I said, the recliners are on sale. We've just got such a great selection. It's hard to even see it all.
Well, I know it's a lot of work to transition your store for the season.
It is.
And I can say you've done a great job. It is kind of like a winter wonderland, like you said.
It is. I just feel like I walk in, it just makes me feel good, because it's so pretty. And people, you just can't even imagine the compliments we get, just because we try to have things that are just a little bit different than what everybody else has. And and I think we do a good job with it.
Yeah.
Of course, if I think we do a good job, then what are we going to do?
Yeah. Well, folks, come in and check everything out. Chapin's and Square One Boutique, south side of the square in Broken Bow. Again, if you're listening on the radio and you want to view this video, go to the St. Hills Express Facebook page. A replay will be made available to you. Anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to mention?
I don't think so. I just want everybody to I hope they had a great Thanksgiving. It was a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And I didn't eat too much. How about you?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I did okay.
Makes me too tired.
Yeah,
then I wouldn't take a nap.
I did take a nap. I did take a nap, though.
Yeah, but we had our kids were home, and Tammy's mother came in, so we just had a great day, and the grandkids, and we don't have little grandkids. We've got, they're grown, but that's fun too for Gene and I to just enjoy them, and it was a great day. And so now we're just looking forward to Christmas.
Great.
So,
well,
we're planning on a good season.
And we should talk about your hours, the upcoming
Right,
season.
and we'll be open 9 to 5:30. That's kind of our regular hours, but we are open from 9 until 4 on Saturday.
Okay.
People need to know that because, some of the stores close early, but we're here till 4 o'clock. We're old retail people, and we know that if, people, they need to shop. We need to be open when they have time to shop.
Sure.
And that's just an old, we learned that a long time ago.
All right.
So it's what we do.
All right. Come and shop, folks, here at Chapin's Furniture, south side of the square, Broken Boat. We'll send it back to the studio.
Thanks, Jeremy.
fashion boots and Bear Paws. We're closed for Thanksgiving, but then come save on Black Friday with savings on those boots rising to 25%. On Small Business Saturday and Mega Monday, draw for 20 to 50% off one regular priced item, just excluding Western boots, hats, and work boots. Happy Thanksgiving season from all of us at Bow Bootery.
Celebrate the Thanksgiving season with savings through November 27th at the Grocery Cart. Best Choice Grade A turkeys marked at $1.18 a pound, and 10-pound bags of Best Choice russet potatoes are 2 for $6. Delicious King's Hawaiian dinner roll packs are 2 for $7. Boxes of stovetop stuffing are $1.98, and get Ocean Spray cranberry sauce cans at 2 for $4. Best Choice Grade A butter pounds are $3.78. Grocery Cart, shop and save through Sunday the 27th on East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
On Black Friday and the weekend beyond, the west side of the square should be on your list. Stop into Geared for Sports. They'll be open this Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. with 30% marked off regular priced apparel, plus 20% off regular priced equipment, just excluding GCI seats and chairs. Saturday, the savings continue with buy one, get one 50% off. Sunday, they'll be open noon to 4 with 25% off regular priced fan gear. Last but not least, on Monday, save 20% off regular price shoes. Now open Sundays through Christmas, Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Go, go, go!
On KCNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Black Friday is here and shoppers are back out in droves. Consumer expert Katie Thomas.
We anticipate consumers are really going to want to get together, see each other again. And that's one more thing that will just lengthen that gift list slightly, probably increase what you're spending on home decor. And
President Biden is addressing the latest mass shootings and is calling for stricter gun laws, which might be a challenge with the Republican-controlled House next year.
Can you do anything about gun laws during the lame duck, sir?
I'm going to try.
What will you try and do?
I'm going to try to get rid of assault weapons.
Concerns that cases of the flu, RSV, and COVID will go up. Dr. Aileen Marty of Florida International University.
We're noticing that whether it's a child, adult, or elderly person, if they've had COVID, their risk for a worse outcome from the other viruses is increased.
She suggests common sense, wash your hands a lot, use hand sanitizer, wear a mask, and if you're feeling sick, stay home. CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Kevin Wyatt.
Final score in Minneapolis as the Vikings beat the Patriots 33-26. Adam Thielen with a tie-breaking touchdown reception with 9:30 to go to give Minnesota the victory. Earlier action today included the Giants visiting the Cowboys. Dallas struggled early on as Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions in the first half, but they surged ahead in the second half behind 2 touchdown passes by Dak to win it 28-20. And the day got started off with an absolute thriller, back and forth between the Bills and Lions. Detroit tying it up on a 51-yard field goal 23 seconds to go, but that was too much time for Josh Allen as he led Buffalo into field goal range, where Tyler Bass would win it on a 45-yarder, 28-25. In the college ranks, only one game on the schedule today, the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And the Rebels come up short, losing 24-22 after failing to convert a 2-point conversion with a minute and a half remaining.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 60, with temperatures falling to 48 throughout the afternoon. Staying clear overnight tonight with a low around 24. Still nice on Saturday, sunshine with our high of 57, northwest winds between 10 and 15, and gusting as high as 25. And partly cloudy skies throughout Saturday night with a low around 24. North winds around 15 and gusting as high as 30. Sunny and 47 on Sunday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow loves being your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer. You already know that winter is the perfect time to knock out some projects to prepare for next year, but what you need is Custer Electric and Irrigation by your side. They have some special offerings going on, including driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials. Things get busy when the snow melts and the flowers bloom in spring. Custer Electric and Irrigation can get that work done for you right now. Here's the cool part with winter maintenance. You receive 10% off any part repairs done. If the maintenance pivot has issues next watering season, they honor that same 10% parts discount all season long. Even more exciting is that they are offering special pricing if you get it done before the end of the year. There's never been a better time to get that maintenance knocked out. Discounts save you money, and then you already have it done when spring rolls around. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow. Call today at 872-7786. Follow them on Facebook or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
9:04, right at 30 degrees outside now, warming up with that sunshine under a clear sky here at Broken Bow. Breakfast show today dedicated to kind of resetting from Thanksgiving to the holidays and getting ourselves set to shop at home, do our business at home, share our dollars with one another, and have a good time. Now,
yes,
I think if you go to a small town, anywhere in the region, you're shopping local. And one of those spots is at Loop City, your hometown. And we've done a lot of sports of Loop City and made some friends over there and found out some things about you that probably shouldn't be revealed. Just kidding. But there is something over there that's not a secret anymore. I think at one time it was kind of, hey, did you hear about? But I think most times now people know about Cattlary Farms just east of Loop City, and this is really when they shine.
Indeed, yes. Beginning today, they have their Christmas open house going on at Cattlary Farms. If you're not familiar with them, they're just right off Highway 92, located 4 miles east of Loop City. And their Christmas open house begins today. They'll be open at 10 o'clock this morning, open from 10 to 6 today, open tomorrow from 10 to 6, and also open on Sunday this weekend from 1 to 5, the Christmas open house at Cattlary Farms. Now, once we get past this weekend, these will be their regular holiday hours for the season. They'll be open Wednesday through Friday from noon to 6, open Saturdays from 10 to 6, and Sundays 1 to 6. Their final day for the season will be Sunday, December 18th, when they'll be open from noon until 5. Also, we want to make sure that you put this date on your calendar. It's always a big day at Cattlary Farms when the reindeer and Santa come to visit, and they'll be doing that on Saturday, December the 10th. The reindeer will be there from 1 to 3. Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there as well. Now, on that day, there is an admission of $3. Children 3 and under will be admitted free. So Reindeer Day at Cattlary Farms, scheduled for Saturday, December 10th from 1 until 3. Make sure that you put that date on your calendar. Again, their Christmas open house happening today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Open today from 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 6, and Sunday 1 to 5. Again, they're located 4 miles east of Loop City, right off Highway 92, Cattlary Farms.
Thank you, Brent Apperson, Loop City alumni.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about driving a truck?
No. Well, you know, what guy hasn't really kind of wanted to drive a
True.
truck?
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to think about maybe doing a little truck driving. Well, if you're thinking about it, we've got a job for you.
Absolutely, yes. Guys and ladies.
Yeah, there you go.
No
restrictions there.
And absolutely not. KC Trucking is looking for a full-time truck driver. Class A or B CDL would be required. Good benefits and competitive wages await you. You'll be home every night and driving the scenic Central Nebraska during the day. So if you're interested, please give them a call at 870-3563. They do emphasize if there's no answer, please leave a message. They'll get back in touch with you. Again, KC Trucking looking for a full-time truck driver. If interested, give them a call at 870-3563.
All right. Thank you, Brent. Ladies and guys, drive trucks. You're right. I shouldn't have. I'm going to get scolded when I get home. Oh, man. You know what I could do to make things a little smoother when I get home is, well, set up a little something from the Pizza Hut.
Oh.
Because we got to try those delicious treats that they brought in the other day. Wow, those are good. Yeah, and you can order anything from the Pizza Hut, pick it up yourself through the drive-thru, or walk in and pick it up. And certain hours a good amount of hours, you can have the pizzas delivered as well.
Absolutely, yeah. You've been in the kitchen all week getting ready for the Thanksgiving meal. Once you get through the leftovers, you're probably going to say, I don't want to cook anymore. Well, here you go. You don't have to. Let Pizza Hut cook for you. Dave was mentioning the special treats they brought in the other day for us to enjoy. They are the new delicious pizza melts, and they are good. Yes. Just $6.99, too. Very affordable. They feature 4 flavors: chicken, bacon, parmesan, meat lovers, buffalo chicken, or pepperoni lovers, kind of like a quesadilla. Comes with the dipping marinara sauce. They're new, they're delicious. They are the pizza melts, now available at the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. Also, don't forget about those pastas that they feature as well. Options include cheesy Alfredo sauce, chicken Alfredo, red sauce with Italian meat, or the veggie option as well. Pasta dishes can come with breadsticks, cheesy bread, or garlic bread. Also, they always have some specials going on. You can call and find out what those are by just giving a ring to the Pizza Hut, 872-6472. Open for carry-out and delivery, the Pizza Hut in Broken Bow.
That would make my wife happy, that veggie treat.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I could make Joan happy after, maybe stepping in it with the truck driver live read. Maybe I could get her a new insurance policy.
Oh, okay.
On her car.
Oh.
Having it looked over, see if we're okay on the insurance policy on the car, and possibly saving her a little bit of money.
There you go.
And I know there's a couple of guys that would be willing to look at that right here in town at Universal Insurance Agency. And you can do the same thing, too, for your farm, your ranch, your business, your personal belongings, your house, your car. Jack and Nate are ready to go to work for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely is what I'm trying to say. You're right, Dave. So it is important to insure your home, your family, and your possessions, and it's always important to make sure that you're updated with your coverage. So always good idea to do an insurance review at least once a year, and they can help you do that at Universal Insurance in Broken Bow. Also, if you're in business, it's always important to insure your business properly, and they have a wide knowledge base and catalog of information to help you do just that. From HR to OSHA availability to other features that will play a key role in your business success on the insurance side, talk to Universal Insurance in Broken Bow today. Call 872-6438. You can stop by and see them at 940 South E Street in Broken Bow.
Tell them the Breakfast Show sent you.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight.
companion animal feeds. They stock a large inventory and a great variety of products. Whether you need a bag of cracked corn, a lick tub, 40 bags of cattle mineral, or 6 tons of calf pellets, they can handle it. Evans Feed has wild bird feed, dog and cat food, and they floor stock over 25 horse feeds. Chicken, pig, sheep, and goat feed is available too. They make fresh sweet feeds and calf starters with locally grown grains. If you feed animals, they have the products. 800-830-2119 for Evans Feed Company, Central Nebraska's Feed Connection.
On Black Friday and the weekend beyond, the west side of the square should be on your list. Stop into Geared for Sports. They'll be open this Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. with 30% marked off regular priced apparel, plus 20% off regular priced equipment, just excluding GCI seats and chairs. Saturday, the savings continue with buy one, get one 50% off. Sunday, they'll be open noon to 4 with 25% off regular priced fan gear. Last but not least, on Monday, save 20% off regular price shoes. Now open Sundays through Christmas, Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Nebraska State Bank loves being part of our amazing special communities here in Central Nebraska. Throughout Friday, when you shop local, you receive a chance at free gift rewards. Watch for Nebraska State Bank elves wearing blue Santa hats as you shop Custer County businesses. $2,000 worth of gift rewards will be given to lucky local shoppers that shop small in Custer County on Friday. Shop small on Friday and a Nebraska State Bank elf might just give you a reward. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
During the hustle and bustle of the season, don't forget to treat yourself too. Your friends at Muddy Creek Auto in Broken Bow have a great idea. Give yourself the gift of a reliable vehicle. Their lot has a great variety of options that are reliable and strong. In no time, you'll be hopping in and turning on the heat to stay warm this winter. Open at noon, Monday to Friday, by appointments on Saturdays. They look forward to seeing you at their lot in Broken Bow soon at Muddy Creek Auto.
During this time of year, the crew at CarQuest doesn't have to think very long about what they're thankful for. They are thankful for you. They're awesome customers. Right now, save $15 on Rain-X Silicone Advantage wiper blades with mail-in rebate. Also, check out their selection of motor oils and antifreeze marked at great prices. And don't visit without taking a stroll down the tool aisle filled with presents for those on your list or for yourself. From Die-Hard batteries to Little Tree air fresheners, great prices are at CarQuest, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Why are more Nebraskans choosing to live a substance-free life?
I want to be present for every moment.
It gives me the opportunity to serve as a role model for my peers.
I want to be able to enjoy every moment that I have with my grandkids.
I like to spend time with my family and friends, and I also enjoy working out.
See these stories and find resources to live substance-free at dhhs.ne.gov/choose you.
Choose you.
Choose you.
Choose you.
Choose you. Live above the influence.
9:19 is your time. Well, today is Friday, and typically we don't always talk about Subway on Friday because that's not the day we talk to Matt. But since Thursday was Thanksgiving, let's talk to him.
Okay.
And find out what he's up to, whether he ate too much, if he's kayaking, and maybe even talk a little bit about Subway sandwiches. Good morning, Matt. You're on the air. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How you guys doing?
We're doing really well. Did you go kayaking yet?
No, I'm thinking about it today.
Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe you might
It
run
actually is on my list to do.
Well, what about ice? Are you going to go? Do you have a rotor-rooter in front of your kayak?
No, you just go where the water. You just go down with the stream.
Okay. All right. Well, don't fall in because it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
So just be careful. I think you're a
Yeah.
little. You might be on the
Sound
edge.
like my mom. Are you really going kayaking in the winter? Yeah.
I think it'd be all right.
You
as long
really
as
going alone? Yes.
Are you going to wear a life jacket?
Probably not.
I guess it's your call.
Are you going to
Yeah.
take a Subway sandwich along for lunch?
Probably.
Attaboy.
That's good. That's good. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yes, did. Got stuffed.
Good.
Being family.
Good. So, boy, we're right in it now. A month away from Christmas. That means Christmas parties, gatherings of all sorts. And what better way to gather and not have to worry about making your own treats and food and using Subway to do that, I would think.
Right. We have party platters, party subs, meat and cheese trays. About whatever you can think of, we can make it for you.
I know we talk about it all the time, but it's worth mentioning again because it will get busy for you at all your locations, including Broken Bow. How much lead time do you need on party platters and so forth?
Party platters, we generally need a couple-hour notice. It is nice to have a day before notice, so in case you have like 5 or 6 platters, we can have enough people staffed.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you wanted 1 or 2 platters, we can usually do those within 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, all right. And you can use the app if you maybe are having a small gathering and you want to get some sandwiches ahead and some things. Use that app. I think that would probably help everybody out, right?
Right, and especially right now is buy one, get one for 99 cents. So it's a really good deal going around.
Yeah, that's a little
Save
Christmas
you a lot
present.
of money.
Yeah, you bet. Christmas present right there. I can tell Brent has something on his mind. It's probably cookies, maybe like his favorite sandwich of late. What do you have for him?
Cookies.
Cookies, yeah. Christmas cookies.
Matt, let's talk about gift certificates. Good time to get those, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Right now, if you purchase a $25 gift certificate, you get a free 6-inch sandwich.
Ah.
So basically, you get a free meal for buying somebody a gift.
Nice. And you get that for just a $25 gift certificate?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm thinking about, sometimes you want to buy for people other than your family, like, your favorite radio announcer that you wake up with every morning or something like that.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, so the gift cards are available. We'll encourage people to get those. You mentioned cookies. Do we have a new cookie coming out for the holidays?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
We have the double chocolate is still around.
Okay, the double chocolate is there.
Yes, and that tastes like a brownie.
I've had them before. Yeah, they're very delish. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
I like taking the oatmeal raisin and the double chocolate and eating it together.
Oh, well, there's an idea. Now, let me guess. Do you
it's
put...
Like it's like a sandwich cookie.
Now, let me ask you this. Because you're Matt, do you put bacon on that, too?
No, I have not yet, but that doesn't sound half bad.
I was just going to say, it's an idea, isn't it?
Right. Now it's got my head going and thinking, what else could I do to a cookie?
So the cookie platters then that you do, you can a person, I'm guessing, could get the double chocolate cookie on that now, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see, the Subway series still going strong for you, I'm guessing.
Yes, they are. And then we also have a new thing online where it's called The Vault. And I haven't gone on there and checked it out yet, but it's a list of all, famous people, players of certain sports, and what sandwiches they go to. Like, I think they have, what was one? Tony Romo.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a couple other ones, like what kind of sandwiches they like to eat.
Oh.
And
that
it's
kind
on
of
the
be
Vault.
interesting. I would like to see what sandwich Charles Barkley eats.
Right?
A big sandwich.
So
probably a turkey.
Yeah, well, maybe. So it's what, the Vault? And you just find that online or what?
Yep, it's online only.
Oh, that's cool. Because you guys have a lot of celebrities that promote Subway. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, there is. There is a lot of celebrities promoting Subway right now.
Including
and they
Matt.
just keep adding more and more.
Yeah, and I don't know if you heard Dave, but he said including Matt when it comes to celebrities. Yeah. So, let's see, your hours as we go through this weekend and through the rest of the year?
Monday through Saturday, we are open at 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, and on Sunday, we are open from 9 to 9.
Okay. I think sometimes, of course, we mentioned, the pizzas, and you got the protein bowls that are still going on. I think sometimes we don't mention enough the breakfast sandwiches. People need to remember you still do breakfast, right? And those are available all day.
Right. We don't have a time limit on what time you can have a breakfast sandwich. If you want a breakfast sandwich at 8 o'clock at night, you can have it at 8 o'clock at night.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to add, Matt, before I let you go?
Well, if you stop into the Broken Bow subway, you're going to be in for a surprise today because there's not one Broken Bow employee working over lunch today. It's Holdridge employees there.
Oh, nice. All right, so the Holdridge crew is serving us today.
Yeah, the manager and another employee from Holdridge are working in Broken Bow.
Oh, fantastic.
So the employees there can have the day off.
Okay, well, we'll encourage Broken Bow residents to swing on in and say hi to them today.
Yeah, say hi to Teresa. The manager's working up there over lunch.
All right, sounds good.
Can we call them dusters?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you. You guys have a good one.
You too. 9:26. More right after this.
If you've ever seen the Milwaukee tool display at Mills Hardware in Arnold, you probably thought it was as big as it could ever be. Well, you better go back and see it again soon because it's even bigger. The display is now 350 feet long. 3 aisles of Milwaukee tools that lead the industry in durability and performance. Simply put, the selection and knowledge you'll get when you choose Mills Hardware is going to be top-notch. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection.
Valley certified off-season preventative maintenance of your irrigation machines helps ensure long and efficient life and reduces downtime in the heat of the growing season when you need them most. Reduce the risk of downtime for your Valley pivots for greater yields and improved efficiency. Call Full Circle Irrigation for a quote on recommended parts and service and receive a free evaluation when their technicians are in the area. Full Circle Irrigation in Broken Bow and Litchfield, your Valley dealer. Their roots are in your field.
GunSense in Mason City currently has a fresh selection of hard-to-get ammo, and while you're there, browse their selection of firearms for your fall-winter hunting needs. GunSense offers the most efficient system in the Sandhills for your suppressor ownership. You can even pair your suppressor with one of their night vision or thermal sights to own the night for your upcoming predator outings. Stop in and chat with John and the team so they may outfit your hunting and shooting season. Open Tuesday to Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 3. GunSense in Mason City.
The Callaway Market loves their amazing customers because their customers shop local with them. Lawrence and his staff would love to see you shopping up and down their aisles full of what you need for your holiday meals. When there, stop by the quality meat counter, plus the bountiful and gorgeous produce section. If you're not signed up already, ask about the rewards program, which allows them to give dollars back to the community. Open 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday, Sundays 11 to 5. The Callaway Market thanks you for shopping local.
When you need safe, affordable storage, count on Central Nebraska Warehouse and Storage at 1042 North B in Broken Bow. Their facility is secure, clean, and offers easy access. Just call 872-5961. That's Central Nebraska Warehouse and Storage in Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Dear John, sponsored by John Deere. Let's go to a caller. Kevin.
Oh, hey, John, big fan. I was wondering if I could give a quick shout-out.
Absolutely, my man.
If you're listening, dear, just know how much I appreciate you stepping up this harvest. I've been at my best thanks to you. I love you.
Aw, what's this lucky lady's name?
Oh, sorry. I was talking to my new S-Series Combine. That thing is awesome.
John Deere's Harvest Tech helps you be your best you. Visit a dealer or johndeere.com/gain ground to upgrade.
You're no stranger to working in the dark. But with John Deere Operations Center, you can see your farm with more clarity than ever. That's because Operations Center provides insights you can access anytime, anywhere, allowing you to analyze your results, share with your advisors, and make a plan to improve yields, grow profits, and gain ground. See what you have to gain at johndeere.com/Operations Center.
It's 9:30. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. A couple of notes to end the show here. I think Brent probably want to recap the sports schedule at the college level for us. We're going to be covering Nebraska, volleyball, and football. Before Brent does that, I just wanted to pass along a good news story to you. You may have heard this on the media over the Thanksgiving Day or maybe this morning, but I think it's pretty cool. A driver gets an unexpected Thanksgiving treat. there's a party that gives away, and he's done this before, $50,000 in free gas.
Wow.
Yes. A generous guy in Massachusetts found one way to make a lot of people feel awfully thankful. He bought $50,000 worth of gas at a fill-up station outside of Boston and gave it all away. Now, there was a $75 limit per customer, and he did this last year, too, and I think he might have did it in April of this year, and he does not announce it ahead of time so that when you pull up at a particular, wherever he chooses, particular station, and fill up, you find out that it's free.
Wow.
And he did it just recently and gave away $50,000 in gas. I imagine that station got real busy.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. One more good news Thanksgiving follow-up story. This is a really neat story. A tradition sweeter than apple pie continues. 7 years ago, an Arizona grandmother named Wanda Dench texted whom she thought was her grandson to come over for Thanksgiving dinner. Now, she had no idea that he had changed his number, and she ended up texting teenager Jamel Hinton. Now, he jokingly asked here's what happened. He got the text, and he was joking and said, well, can I come over anyway? Even though it wasn't her grandson. It was Jamal. And she says, yes, because grandmas feed everyone. Now, they've had dinner together ever since the last 7 years.
That's neat.
Isn't that a good story?
Yeah.
Well, we hope good stories come out of tonight and tomorrow. Volleyball, which we will not cover tonight, but that's a big game, as you mentioned, a big matchup. Then we've got football for you today, and then we have volleyball coming up Saturday, right?
Correct, yeah. As far as our coverage on the Huskers Radio Network, we'll have the football game on KBBN 95.3 FM today. Nebraska against Iowa. Pregame coverage at 1 o'clock. Kickoff just after 3. And we'll broadcast that for you on KBBN 95.3 FM. As Dave mentioned, Nebraska volleyball has a big match tonight. They'll play Wisconsin because of our football coverage. Won't be able to broadcast the volleyball match on the network for you tonight, but we will have Nebraska's volleyball regular season finale at the Devaney Center tomorrow night against Minnesota on the air for you. Opening serve of that match is 8 o'clock tomorrow. Coverage begins at 7:30 tomorrow night. Again, you can hear it on KBBN 95.3 FM.
All right, folks, that concludes the show for today. We'll be back on Monday with the Monday edition for you. We hope you have yourself a good weekend. I should update you real quickly before I forget concerning KCNI 96.3 FM. We have the part. Now we need the engineer and a tower climber to clear the problem up. But we have noticed and speculating that there is a connection or something up on the tower may have been damaged by some ice that is faulty, and kind of gives us an indication because as the weather has warmed up, the signal has gotten better, which makes you think there's probably some moisture in a connection or something like that, or a wire that has been rubbed, and rubbing against the tower. So we're still working on it. It's much better. We hope it stays that way. I think as long as it stays dry and warmer, it will. But in the meantime, we hope to get somebody up on the tower. It's I always consider these stations you folks' stations. They're yours, and so we would like to update you on what we're doing here. And because it is frustrating when the signal's a little scratchy, we're aware of it. We want to fix it. We just got to get everything lined up. And I actually, just to get a little bit further into this, deeper into the weeds so I can mess it up, it's not really a signal problem to your radio. The signal to your radios are good. It's the signal problem between the microwaves from the station here sending the sound up to the tower, and the receiving antenna up there evidently has a fault up on the tower. So the signal's okay. The wishy-washy sound you hear is actually the dropout from the signal from the station to the tower. As I say, they're your radio stations, so we want you to know what we're doing. As my hand goes out there and you look at it.
There you go.
Have yourself a great day.
All right.